Welcome back to the podcast. This episode is one of my favorites to do every single year. Y'all know how I love me a good planner, right? Yes. But before you race into another year with a color-coded planner and fresh resolutions, I want you to pause for just a hot second and ask yourself one question. Did you actually create space for the life that you have said that you've wanted to create? Or are you about to drag all of last year's clutter into the brand new year ahead? Every single year leaves a trail behind you. Some of that trail is growth, yes. Some of it is clutter that you've quietly carried year to year to year, month to month to month with you. So before you sprint into a new, fresh year with fresh resolutions and some big goals with a fancy new planner, it's worth taking 5 minutes to do something that's actually going to change how your next year actually feels. And that's what doing a yearly clutter review can do for you. Remember, clutter isn't just stuff. It shows up in 9 different ways in your life. It's mental, emotional, spiritual, digital, financial, daily, body, process, and environmental clutter. Environmental clutter is the one that most people think of when they think of clutter. Every single one of these types either supported you this year or slowed you down. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Flora, certified simplification coach and 7-time author. And for over 28 years, I've been helping women like you declutter these 9 types of clutter that are preventing you from fully enjoying the life that you have worked so hard to build. Please subscribe and follow this feed so you know every single time an episode is released. Studies show that the average person spends 55 minutes a day looking for misplaced items. This is both digitally and environmentally, like actually in your home or your car or in your workplace. That's over 330 hours per year in your life that is lost to clutter friction. Now think about this. If clutter can steal that much from your physical environment, imagine what it's taking from you mentally, emotionally, and energetically. Most people set goals on top of a life that they never made space for. Doing a yearly clutter review changes this dynamic for you. So why does this matter? Why is doing a clutter review something that you absolutely 100% need to do? Because you deserve a year that isn't built on the unfinished business from the last one. And because the 9 types of clutter don't just magically reset on January 1st. If anything, they multiply when they're ignored. And this is one that I have heard time and time again from the people that I jump on Zoom calls with, from the people that I coach, that they're just like, I just felt overwhelmed, so I ignored it. And then it seemed like it multiplied overnight. Because it does. You have already carried enough this year, okay? Next year doesn't need your clutter. It needs your clarity. So let the workshop begin. This is a little mini workshop, so don't be afraid. Okay, I promise it's going to be painless, hopefully. So I want you to pull out a journal or a notebook or just a scrap piece of paper. And I want you to answer the next 6 questions as honestly as you possibly can, okay? Question number 1, what did you intend to declutter this year? What did you intend to declutter this year? Name it. Don't judge yourself if you didn't get it done. We're going to address that in just a second. But what did you intend to declutter this year? Just name it. Was it your closets? Was it your relationships? Was it your finances? Was it your attic? Was it your car? Go ahead and write it down. If you need to pause this recording or pause this video, feel free. And then when you're done, go ahead and unpause it. Number 2, did you clear out those spaces? If not, why? What got in the way of your ability to clear those spaces out? Pause the video or the recording if you need to and answer this. All right, number 3, how much cluttering do you actually have left? I want you to estimate it. Name it. Don't hide from it. How much decluttering do you have left? Number 4, what worked? What actually helped you move forward? I know a lot of you have been going through my 365 days of decluttering challenge that I've had here on YouTube and over on TikTok. Every single day, I'm posting a little tiny, usually less than 1 minute video of something that you spend 10 minutes on. The 10-minute decluttering method has been something that I've done literally for the last 29, almost 30 years. And I started implementing it 28 years ago with my coaching clients and with my private clients. 10 minutes a day is doable, no matter how many kids you have, no matter how many jobs you have. This is something that 10 minutes a day, squeaking something in, can make a world of difference. So, what actually worked? What helped you move forward in your goals to declutter this year? Number 5, what didn't work? Because this is where the gold is, okay? This is where your new year begins. Recognizing what didn't work. Often I'll hear people say that it didn't work because they were trying to declutter on their own. This is one of the reasons why we have our virtual decluttering days, because I act as a body double for you. Body doubling is fabulous. It's so fabulous because it literally somebody else is in the room with you as you're working. And you feel more motivated, you feel more guided, you feel more apt to actually do the thing that you said that you're going to do. So, I mean, it's huge. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox. What didn't work? Whatever it is, pause this video, write it down. What didn't work? This is where we're beginning for the next year. And number 6, how do you feel about your overall decluttering efforts this year? Not what you did, how do you feel about it? So how do you feel about your overall decluttering efforts this year? Pause the video and then come back. So I want you to look at the answers to these 6 questions. And I want you to recognize that clutter becomes a lifestyle when you stop being honest with yourself. And clarity becomes easy when you stop trying to do it all and you start doing the right things for the right reasons. This is why simplifying works. It removes all the hullabaloo. It removes everything that dilutes your life so that you can finally see what matters. Everything that you've struggled with this year fits into one or more of these 9 types of clutter: mental, emotional, spiritual, digital, financial, daily, body, process, and environmental clutter. Your year didn't fall apart randomly. It fell apart where clutter was in charge. Next year, this year that's coming up, and next year will not be a repeat of this one. Not for you, and not for the life that you're building, and not for the woman that you're becoming. To help you out with this, I've created a 2-minute clutter clarity quiz so that you can get a personalized breakdown of which of these types of clutter actually slowed you down this year. Because sometimes people are like, I'm not really sure which clutter tripped me up the most. Now, the cool thing about this 2-minute quiz is it's 9 questions and it takes less than 2 minutes. Once you're done, you're going to get an overall score of low, medium, or high, and you're also going to get a breakdown of each type of clutter and how each of those types of clutter ranks for you. To take this quiz, click the link below in the description. I want you to remember that you don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to stop dragging the previous version of yourself into your new year. Clear the clutter, the internal and the external, and watch how much space opens up for you for the life that you actually want to live and a life that you're actually wildly obsessed with. Share this with anyone who you know might want to take the Clutter Clarity quiz. I love you, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Mwah.